I recently got my hands on an old VHS copy of a family vacation I took as a young child.
Cody, get over by Nikki. Get back.
The 90s were a magical time, full of neon colors and smoking cigarettes legally in taverns. This tape personified the 90s experience for me. My mom and my aunts can even be seen doing the Macarena at one juncture. I wasn't always this confident when speaking to a camera. In fact, up until I was about 14 or so, I avoided cameras like the plague.
Well, hold on, I gotta get a close-up.
Show your hand.
This is really, really good. Let me see your hand.
Hey, you know those cigarettes that were give me $1.
But I've always kind of been me. It's hard to explain. I remember looking like that kid with bleached blonde hair and gappy teeth. I remember this vacation so well that I can still smell the fire and pine trees blowing in on that particular lake in Minnesota.
Boy, these cheese curls and sand sure do taste good.
Shut up.
A lot of people ask me where the name Saturnine Films comes from. I started making movies when I was a freshman in high school for a website called filmfights.com. Almost all of my films were bad, and nearly all of them have been lost to time, but I did have a small cameo in one of my friend's short films. It was called Deja Vu.
What was that?
Was that you screaming?
Look, it's screaming. Always screaming. You're not supposed to be screaming. That sucks. Like screaming, man.
If you weren't the one screaming, then who was it?
Must have been that movie. He was watching that movie. No, you were watching that movie. You were the one screaming. You're the one messing up.
Whoa. It's not him. He was on the computer while I was in the kitchen. It couldn't have been him.
I still cringe at how shy I was even then. When I started my YouTube account, it was originally just a place to store all the movies I made, hence the name, Saturnine Films. The only film I still have is the very first thing I shot on my Canon 7D, a 1-minute short called Faye. To date, it's still the last film that I shot. And since it's only a minute long, I figure I'd just play it in its entirety right here. I started making YouTube videos because of one YouTuber, a fundamentalist Christian named Venom Fang X. I don't know how I came across his videos, but I always have to look back at him as the reason I started vlogging or ranting or whatever the hell you want to call it. That was in early 2006, but it would take a full year for me to make anything that somebody cared about. At the time, I was gaining weight like crazy and had bright purple hair. It wasn't the best of times. The video was called Beyond Belief. Here are a few segments.
People keep congratulating me on this video that I made, as if I deserve some recognition for calling people on their bullshit. I don't know why people do this. I don't feel like I've accomplished anything. And no one does anything about it. No one says anything. And the second I do, it's either, well, you're an asshole, you're just as bad as they are because you're calling them on their bullshit. It doesn't even matter what I fucking believe. It is literally a fucking cesspool of dumb, inbred hicks. You want to know the worst that America has to offer, and it's right here.
I've done a lot of things since then, and some of you have been around for all of it. You've been there for the good times, even stuck around when my content was stale and I was deathly skinny. You've supported my work, shared links with people, and sent me some of the nicest emails I could ever hope for. Whenever I've needed help, you people have stood by me and stepped up to the occasion. 2014 is going to be a big year for me. We recently completed a fundraiser and I was able to finish building my recording studio. If it wasn't for you people, then I don't think I could have ever realized this dream. So I guess what I'm trying to say is simple, really. Thank you. Thanks for putting up with me, leaving comments on my YouTube, and not forgetting to check up on me every now and again. I think the internet is really awesome that way. You get to connect with people you've never met, and you get to share content and grow as a person. Again, thank you so much for watching my videos. It really has blossomed into something I can't even accurately describe. I love what I do, and I'm happy so many people have got to watch me grow up. From a fat teenager to whatever the hell I am now. And if you haven't, please take a second to check out my Patreon page. There's a link down below, and here's to 7 more amazing years, hopefully. Bye, everybody.